Yo, what's up? Bringing you that MLB Show 19. So we got some information with signature teams as well as the finest cards that are going to be released. So first things first is signature teams. The next player that they announced is a 98 overall signature series, Ron Guidry, and he's one of the last three players that we're going to get. I like this card. I actually wanted another starting pitcher. Like I've been saying, I wanted a closer. We got that last week. We get a starting pitcher this time. Ron Guidry does not look like a bad card, and he's normally pretty good. So he has 118 stamina, 89 hit per 9, 104 K per 9, 92 walk per 9. Home run per 9 doesn't even matter right now because that got patched. So if you're playing online, home run per 9 is irrelevant, but he does have a 87 slider, a 97 fastball, 95 two-seam fastball, 76 curveball, and an 80 changeup. So he has a really good slider. That's his primary pitch. 97 fastball is really good. He's a lefty starting pitcher. So we've had a good amount of them. I don't really like using lefties that much, but I remember back in MLB The Show 17 when we had that 90, I think it was a 99 Ron Guidry. He was really good. Like, that was a really nice card. So I'm expecting this card to be good also. His K per 9 is good, like I said. Hit per 9, it's all right at 89, but he does have good control. So I think he's going to be nice. I think he's going to be a nice card. And then the next two signature teams, I think they're going to release one of them tomorrow. And I don't know if there's a stream on Thursday, but if there is, they're going to release that. I think there is a stream on Thursday, and they're going to release the new 8th inning program bosses, but I'm not really sure. Anyways, that is an update on the signature teams. We will be able to complete this set by Friday when they all drop. So this is the last week if you're grinding these out to get them done. And I've said this, I still got a couple more to do with these to get up to date, but that's going to be a pretty big day. And hopefully it's someone really nice, you know, Babe Ruth, Albert Pujols. I don't even know what other signature team card or signature card people want. There's Ted Williams, I guess. I don't even know if Stan Musial's still in the game. You know, there's still some good options out there, but I think it has to be someone big like Babe or Pujols. The next thing is the finest card. So this year it's a little bit different, and I guess there's two sets of finest cards. So there is handpicked finest cards, and I think they said there's 17 of those. So a player from each position. I think they said 5 starters and 3 relief arms. I'm not sure if it was 3, but altogether there's 17 finest cards that they handpicked. And then the rest of the finest cards, we get to vote. And it's a player from each team. We have 3 players to choose for each team. So I think that's pretty dope right there. It's kind of in our hands to determine which finest card gets put into the game. Not only that, they made it so it's a player from each team. So one player pretty much represents that team. So I think that's pretty nice also. So let's take a look at these. I'm not going to submit my vote in right now. I might do another video for that, going a little bit more depth and picks and stuff like that. But if you want to vote, you got to go on the shownation.com/finest_players. And I'll put that link in the description so you guys can go check that out and get your votes in. Make sure you guys vote and vote for the players that you think are going to be nice to play with. I don't know what the range is for these players, because not like all of these players don't deserve to be like a 95 or 99, you know what I mean? So I'm sure this is going to be like low end 90 players and then 95, 99. I'm not really sure how they're going to separate it, but here is the list of players. We're not really going to go division by division just because it changes how it's set up, but we'll go row by row. We got the Orioles, Jonathan VR, Trey Mancini, John Means. I think we got some solid choices right here. For the White Sox, Yoan Moncada, Lucas Giolito, and Tim Anderson. And then the Astros, which I think is going to be a really tough choice, George Springer, Jordan Alvarez, and Jose Altuve. So Astros, that looks like a tough choice right there. For the Red Sox, we got Rafael Devers, Brandon Workman, and Mookie Betts. So Betts is not a lock, and that makes that one interesting because Devers had a really solid season. For the Indians, we got Carlos Santana, Brad Hand, and Francisco Lindor. And then for the Angels, we got David Fletcher, Hansel Robles, and Shohei Ohtani. I feel like that's going to be an easy choice for a lot of players. Then moving on, for the Yankees, we got Gio Urshela, Gary Sanchez, and Gleyber Torres. I like the 3 that they picked, but I'm also kind of disappointed because I kind of want to find this Aaron Judge, and I don't think he did good enough this season. Not that he played bad this season, but I don't think he's like one of those players that they chose as a lock to get a finest card. So it's going to be interesting with this Yankees choice. Then for the Tigers, kind of a weak selection right here, but we got Matthew Boyd, Spencer Turnbull, and Nico Goodrum. And then the A's, we got Matt Olson, Matt Chapman, and Marcus Semien. For the Rays, we got Emilio Pagan, Tommy Pham, and Austin Meadows. And then the Royals, we got Whit Merrifield, Hunter Dozier, and Jorge Soler. Mariners, we got Daniel Vogelbach, Kyle Seager, and Marco Gonzalez. So I will say this. When you are voting for these players, obviously you can vote for who you want. But I would also consider like which cards will be good to use in game. Because there's players that like are deserving like what they actually did in real life, but they're not going to be that good in the game. And I guess for like all these selections, all the players are like solid selections, but they play different in game than other players, if you get what I'm trying to say. So for the Blue Jays, we got Ken Giles, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and Bo Bichette. I feel like I know where a lot of people will go with that one. And then the Twins, we got Mitch Garver, Taylor Rogers, and Jorge Polanco. And the Rangers, we got Danny Santana, Lance Lynn, and Mike Minor. So those are the choices for the AL. I think there's a lot of potential right there. I'm definitely interested to see what a lot of people pick for the AL. And like I said, I hope all these cards are pretty good. But moving on to the National League. For the Braves, we got Ozzie Albies, Mike Soroka, and Max Fried. The Cubs, we got Anthony Rizzo, Chris Bryant, and Wilson Contreras. So Cubs got some good choices right there between Bryant and Rizzo. And then Diamondbacks, we got Eduardo Escobar, Ketel Marte, and Archie Bradley. I really like Ketel Marte. I'm not going to lie. I feel like that's going to be a really nice card if he ends up getting picked. For the Marlins, we got Garrett Cooper, Brian Anderson, and Jorge Alfaro. And then for the Reds, we got Eugenio Suarez, Aristides Aquino, and Sonny Gray. Some good choices right there also. And then the Rockies, another one that I feel like is going to be pretty tough. We got Nolan Arenado, Scott Oberg, and Trevor Story. Arenado and Story, I think it's going to be a really close call. Then for the Mets, we got Michael Conforto, Jeff McNeil, and Cesc Lugo. So, no Pete Alonso. I don't know if he's a lock or not. He does have a pretty good all-star card, so maybe that's why they didn't throw him in here. Kind of same with like the Rangers. They didn't throw in Joey Gallo, which I'm sure definitely would have won that vote. So, I'm not sure if like these players are locks or not. But between Conforto and McNeil, I think that's going to be pretty tough. I don't think we need another Lugo card. And then for the Brewers, we got Keston Hiura, Mike Moustakas, and Yasmani Grandal. I think Grandal is going to be a favorite right here, a switch hitting catcher. For the Dodgers, Max Muncy, Justin Turner, and Hyun-Yin Ryu, which he already has a diamond card, I believe. Max Muncy has a pretty good all-star card. I don't know if Justin Turner has one, but the Dodgers one is interesting. Obviously, Bellinger is a lock. Same with like the Brewers with Yelich, Trout with the Angels. So I guess you can kind of figure out who the locks are for some of these teams or some of the finest cards. But for the Phillies, we got Hector Neris, Bryce Harper, and Aaron Nola. This one's interesting. I don't know if people want to vote Bryce Harper or not. I feel like that's going to be the pick for most people. But we got Bryce Harper right there. Then for the Pirates, Josh Bell, Starling Marte, and Brian Reynolds. I think we got some solid choices right there. And then for the Padres, Manny Machado, Chris Paddock, and Fernando Tatis Jr. So I know who I'm picking right here. I'm definitely going Tatis when I make my selection. But Manny Machado, he actually has a diamond. Actually, all these guys already have diamonds. I guess it's who you want for a better diamond. And I feel like Tatis would be a really nice card. And then the final 3 sets for the Nationals, we have Anthony Rendon, Steven Strasburg, and Patrick Corbin. For the Cardinals, Colton Wong, Giovanni Gallegos, and Jack Flaherty. And then for the Giants, we have Kevin Pillar, Will Smith, and Mike Yastrzemski. So those are the National League choices. Like I said, I think all of these are pretty good cards. And I guess it depends what the ratings vary. Like if they gave us a general idea of the ratings, I think it would have been a much easier choice. But I think all these cards are going to be pretty good. Now, I'm not sure how they're going to release these finest cards. You have 1 week to vote for the selections. So definitely take that time. Vote for, like I said, whichever players you think are most deserving. But also players that are going to be good to use in game. So that's pretty much it. Like the stream didn't really go over anything else minus these selections, and one of the new signature teams cards being Rod Guidry, who I think is going to be a pretty good starting pitcher. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of how the finest is set this year, and I'll probably make another video probably tomorrow with my selections. I'm definitely going to take my time looking at these and seeing what players I would like to use and all that stuff. Also, in October, MLB The Show 19 is free for PlayStation Plus. So I guess if you don't have the game, or maybe you got rid of the game, or I don't know, if you don't got the game, it's going to be free in October. So you can go ahead, try out the game, and get into Diamond Dynasty, get into Road to the Show franchise, whatever you want to play. And I think it's a good time because MLB postseason is going to be starting up. There's going to be a lot of hype around MLB. So I think it was a smart decision to drop it as a free PlayStation Plus game. So that is another piece of news right there. Now, for a remainder of the week, we should see the other two signature teams cards. And also, I believe we're going to see what the 8th inning program bosses are. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new. And I'm out.